This is your 2016 Oppo PBA Commissioner's Cup edition ng inyong Manila Clasico. It is going to be Tenorio, Kagiwa, Jeffers, Aguilar, and Slaughter going up against Baroka, Simon, Bowles, Yap, and Bingris. Laban ng Sapula, sa puti, sa sahig ng Smart Araneta. Dito naman sa crowd, laban ng Sapula, sa dilaw. Hindi po tayo dahil nagse-celebrate ng 30th anniversary ng EDSA Revolution. Yan po yung gustong kulay ng mga fans ng magkabila.
Kala ko tuloy-tuloy pa rin eh.
Carry over, ano? And it is Greg jumping it up against Denzel, and Slaughter will win the cap. Coming off that epic matchup on Christmas Day, how important is it for a strong start for either of these spots?
Well, if you notice, itong Star Hotshots, in both those games na nakalaban nila, itong Barangay Ginebra, they've had fantastic starts. And that is really something na pakiramdam na nga nila na dapat nakuha nila yung Christmas Day game na yun. Nagkulang lang sila dun sa dulo.
Yun nga po, no? Usually, once a conference lang tayo natitreat to a Manila Clasico, pero ng Philippine Cup, nagkita sila ng elims, nagkita rin pagdating ng quarterfinals. Ito po ang unang pagkikita nila sa taong 2016, pangatlo na for the 2016 season. As Simon will miss, Kagiwa will board it. Barangay Ginebra will look to be patient on this attack. At ayan na naman yung ball movement na itong Barangay Ginebra looking for an opening against that defense. Aguilar dun sa ilalim, spinning away from a double team. At halos hindi na natin narinig yung pito dun sa foul na ito ni James Yap.
Pero nakita mo ito si LA Tenorio. Right when he saw na may mismatch, James Yap was on Japet Aguilar. Alam niya na pwede niyang ilap yung pasa. And that is just the mentality now. LA Tenorio obviously has played with under Coach Tim Cohn, and now once again, so he's trying to relive those looks. Yung, of course, si Coach Tim naman, kahit na triangle yan, for the longest time, meron siyang iba-iba pa rin nakikita na idadagdag dun sa triangle offense niya. And also with the difference of the players. You know, we saw last conference, dominating ng statistics itong si Greg Slaughter. Diba? So that is, he also evolves and he's got looks, certain looks for certain players na hinahanap. Very defined ang roles for Coach Tim.
Aguilar splits to draw first blood para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Baroka at the other end leaves Tenorio behind. Sobrang alang ang kanyang tira. Eto na si Jeffers sa kabila. Speaking of LA Tenorio, no, napapansin natin, hindi na siya ganoon. And as we speak, biglang umatake at naka-layup si LA. Sasabihin ko nga sana, he's been trying his best to distribute the ball first.
Well, one thing about LA Tenorio, you know he's got it. Diba? When he's gonna turn it on, and what game, at depende siguro dun sa pagkausap sa kanya ng coaching staff.
How about James Yap locating Mark Bingris on that backdoor cut to finally get Star on the board. Halos 2 minuto na lumilipas sa loob ng Big Dome. Slaughter gustong atakihin ang depensa ni Bowles. Pupunta kay Jeffers. Otheus with a looper does not work. Bingris para sa board. Simon spinning into traffic, out to James, long bomb on the way. Atid sa atin yan ng Oppo F1 Selfie Expert.
Alam mo, napaka-importante para sa Star Hotshots na makakuha sila ng open looks from that three-point area. Why? Ang laki ng Barangay Ginebra. So they need to be able to knock down those outside shots and make that defense spread out. So makakuha naman sila ng mga tira sa loob. That is a wide open look by James Yap.
First 3 games para dito sa Star Hotshots, all resulting in losses, Dom. A grand total of 10 3-pointers lang ang naipasok nila last time around nung sila manalo sa Blackwater. 12 3-pointer ang binaon nila on 20 attempts.
Ito ang maganda statistic para si Magu. James Yap before this game, or the first 3 games, 1 out of 5 from the 3-point area. So that means he only attempted 5 times. So you know na kinausap siya ng kanyang coaching staff na hanapin natin si James dun sa labas.
Tabla sa 5 puntos ang magkabila. Halos 3 minuto lumilipas. Barangay Ginebra on the attack. Jeffers has Bingris giving him a bit of space. Hindi 3-point threat si Jeffers, ano? Nung first game lang to tumikada ng 3 as Kagiwa gets that layup. Jeffers is actually just 0 for 3 from the 3-point line in the tournament.
Well, that's why you like to give him that shot. At you see,
PJ Simon, bury another long one. Hatid pa rin sa atin ng Oppo F1 Selfie Expert.
At makikita mo yung difference of pace. Star Hot Shots pushing that basketball. Tingnan mo yung shot clock, baka 14, 15 seconds pa ang natitira, tumitira na sila. However, Barangay Ginebra, 11 seconds na lang left on the shot clock. Ngayon pa lang sila kukuha ng tira.
Jeffers comes up short. Bowles will rebound it. Pupunta kay Baroka. Tinutulak na naman. Nando doon si Ping. Natapik nga lang ni Jeffers. Napunta kay Tenorio ang bola.
Really, the quickness and athleticism ng Star Hot Shots will play a big role if they're gonna win this game.
LA lights it up from distance. Lamang ng dalawang Ginebra. 5 of the 10 points ng Ginebra galing kay Teniente.
Well, you expect LA Tenorio to have big games. You know, he differs every so often. But kung 11-game eliminations, you expect him to have at least 4 or 5 big scoring games.
Yup, on the attack. Will step back. Long two is a miss. Pingris mistiming his jump. Kagiwa with the board. Ginebra is pushing it. Pupunta pa ulit kay LA. This time, that baseline was shut down by Baroka. Nakita si Jeffers. What a pass from Tenorio.
Oh, there was miscommunication there on the defensive end for the Star Hot Shots na libre si Jeffers doon.
Apat na ang abante ngayon ng Barangay Ginebra. Yap, may tangan ng bola. Jeffers right on and guarding that three-point line. They go to Ping. The Pinoy Sakuragi looking to attack Greg Silla. Pangka isa, dalawahin mo pa. Aapin under pa sana. Meron ng foul bago pa makaangat si John Mark.
Mark Pingris, you know, for the Star Hot Shots to have a good chance of winning, he has to have a solid performance. You're looking at maybe 12 points, 10 rebounds. You're not expecting him to get 20 para manalo itong Star Hot Shots, but yung solid na 12 and 10, and that fight, that energy, to be able to also get a collective effort of crashing the boards.
Simon in trouble. His emergency pass knocked away by Slaughter. 4.2 na lang natin tira sa shot clock ng Star Hot Shots.
Alam mo, maguwang napansin natin, itong si Coach Jason Webb, the past few games, now he's actually sitting down at the beginning of the ball game. Usually, nakita mo siya, he's pacing up and down. So it looks like he's also trying to adapt with the style of his coaching here in the PBA.
Aguilar, pupunta kay Slaughter. Lista mo na!
Now that's really something that the coaching staff of of the Star Hot Shots.
We're gonna zone now, okay?
Goal.
No, straight two. Okay? Straight 2-3 now, okay? Alright? Okay, but okay, you guys gotta talk earlier, you just gotta talk. Okay. You missed him on that screen roll, you gotta show, okay? Pero tapos na yun. Now we're gonna play zone. Okay? Again, what we talked about, ball here, make sure you're dropping to the middle. Okay? Right? Active hands. Denzel, you're in the middle. You gotta show your hands. Okay? On this side. Hey! Yeah. Okay? Diretso na tayo 2. Hindi to 12, ha? Diretso 2. Ha? Diretso na tayo zone. Okay. Just bring it out, Mark. Regular stuff. And then...
From the Big Dome, welcome back to the PBA. Barangay Ginebra's last game was exactly a week ago, and that did off-use Jeffers back good as he was able to rest and prevent those spasms from coming back. But he didn't skip practice. According to him, he wants to give out an all-out performance again this afternoon, especially on the rebounding department. He may be the smallest import that we have at 6'2", but he is actually placing second or third among all the imports in the rebounding department. It may be because of his wingspan. I checked, it's actually longer relatively from his height. It's as long as those standing 6'8" tall. And according to him, other than that, of course, it's all-out effort that Coach Timko loves about him. Gentlemen.
Sipin mo yung wingspan ni Jeffers, matangkad pa kay Miss Riza. Grabe lang, ano? 18 and a half rebounds per game for a guy
Sinukat
standing 6'3". Hindi, 6'8 daw yung wingspan. Matangkad pa sa atin dalawa. Ano ba? 14-10, Star responding, coming off their own timeout. No?
Yeah, obviously, the coaching staff of the Star Hot Shots not happy dun sa pinakitang defensive effort. May mga miscommunication doon. Dahil 8 out of the 14 points ng Barangay Ginebra nanggaling sa layup.
This time, they come up with a miss. Paramdam sa inyong mga paboritong PBA idols using Shout, a new way of expressing yourself quickly and easily. Punta lang sa sports5.ph and look for the Shout tab para makapabati sa inyong mga bida dito sa liga. Libre po ito with no registration required as Pingris brings Star to within 2.
You like how Mark Pingris has 4 points already. you know that Ping, once he gets his points going, mas ganado pa eh. Itong si Mark Pingris. Ganado na siya to begin with to get those rebounds, but when he's knocking down shots, oh, he's doubly hard to get those offensive rebounds.
Aguilar did enough to get it over to Greg, and Kagiwa will hit to push their lead back up to 4.
Magu, nakita mo yung switch up dun sa depensa ng Star Hotshots. Nakasona na sila, nakaupo na sila agad dun sa zona. And they're hoping na hindi na makakakuha ng layup. And there was a layup once again for Barangay Ginebra.
Tina-timing na maganda ni Bowles yung lot pass mula dito kay Baroka. Slaughter almost traveled with that one. Kagiwa babalik kay LA. Tenorio kicks a pass over to Kagiwa. Naipit si Mark. Tatabi ka ni Baroka. Tumatakbo sila. Baroka all the way to the... Oh, he missed this! And Denzel Bowles is a little upset dahil hindi binigay sa kanya for the dunk. And babawian sila ng Ginebra with a spectacular alley-oop.
Nakita mo na disheartened talaga sila na hindi napasok yung layup na yun because they came down slower. That was a basically 3 on nothing. Fast break, tapos hindi sila nakaputos, kaya naman naiwanan ng layup agad itong Barangay Ginebra.
Baroka gustong bumawi, binigay kagad kay Bowles yung bola. Denzel working against 2 guys, goes cross-court. PJ from deep, punches it through!
Good news para sa Star Hotshots. 3 3 points na ang napapasok ng kanilang koponan. So 9 out of the 15 points.
That one coming off their 3rd assist of the game, pero ang Ginebra may 5 na. Tenorio back to Jeffers, top of the game. Nakita si Japet, 19-foot jumper, in and out. Slaughter trying to keep it alive. It ends up with Tenorio. Kagiwa to Jeffers. Mintis, Jeffers pa rin had a hand on it. Pero natapik daw ni Ping, balabas yung bola.
Now, you want to close people out, so you got to take a few, make them close you out. Okay? Couple things. We did the 2 pass. We didn't do what on the 2 pass? High-low. You got to look high-low, guys. You got to get into that. High-low. All right? Okay? Make sure 2 passing, somebody's going to the strong side. So we balance the floor and overload one side. All right? Okay? 4 pass. Cut baseline, not through. Cut baseline so we can dribble up and seal. Okay? All right? That time you drove into a crowd, not into a gap. The guy was on you, faced up. Then you tried to drive by him and you drove into another guy. All right? Remember, the guy's got to have a space. Drive the gap. It's middle in front of you.
Mula sa Big Dome, nagbabalik po ang inyong PBA. First time sana kumpleto ang Star Hotshots this conference. Nandiyan na sa bench sina Ronald Pascual, nakabihis na rin si Alex Malyari at Yusef Taha, all looking to play for the first time. Pero nakakapag-ensayo na naman sila yung kondisyon, yung game shape. Yun na lang daw ang ibabalik. Kaya titignan muna ni Coach Jason Webb kung magagamit ba niya. Ang wala this game, si Jerwin Gaco. He has a left foot spur. Maga ang paa niya at kinakailangan siyang operahan. Alam mo, mamimiss natin siya. Nakaschedule operation niya first week ng March and he could be out for about 6 weeks.
Yun lang, that is bad news for Caponatics from all over the world as we take another look at that high-low play from Slaughter to Aguilar.
There's basically very few ways that you can stop that. Then kailangan mo lumabas, kailangan mo mag-extend out dito kay Greg Slaughter because he can knock down that jumper from 15, 16 feet even with a hand up. Tapos, ang taas tumalon. Di ba nitong si Japet Aguilar? So with that nice lob pass, that's just really maximizing their length.
This has got to be frustrating for Coach Jason Webb. Wala nang ang kalaban sa rebound si Bowles, nag-lane violation pa. Ayun, yung doon sa reshoot ni Aguilar, na ipasok na yung bonus.
So nakuha yung 3-point play. So makikita natin, Magu, those Stars started out pretty well. Madami silang mga lapses.
As PJ, napakita niya, okay lang yan kahit may lapses sila dahil within form na naman ang Star Hotshots. 3.5 minuto natitira dito sa quarter number 1. Jeffers tatanggap ng bola. Tenorio over to Aguilar dun sa kanan. Japet looking for Jeffers to sa poste. Bowles nag-switch over. LA has to go. 6 to shoot. Slaughter in traffic. Puts it up off the glass.
But that's okay. Kahit pumasok yung tirang yon ni Greg Slaughter, if you're the Star Hotshots, that was contested. That was basically may kasama ng swerte rin para kay Greg Slaughter.
Big risk, gustong bumawi. Lalabas kay PJ. in this.
Magupansin mo talaga itong Star Hotshots. Every time they take a shot, there's about 15, 14, 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Really wanting to speed up this game.
Kagiwa to Slaughter. Pupunta siya kay Aguilar. 3-second violation na dito kay Jeffers. Yun nga, no? Binabanggit na ni Ms. Risa kanina. This guy's amongst the leaders in terms of rebounds per game. Kahit 6'3 lang siya. Yung pagkakataong yun nga lang. Nahuli siya.
Barangay Ginebra is probably one of the only teams that has the luxury of choosing a small import.
May Twin Towers ka nga kasi, tas may Joe Devans ka pa off that bench. At ang isang nga plano nga ni Coach Timco, no? Hanggang sa Governor's Cup, yung third conference, dito na sila kay Otheus Jeffers. Sasandal as Denzel Bowles locks in his first bucket of the game.
The Star Hotshots, they will get their outside firepower from James Yap, PJ Simon, but they'll also need Denzel Bowles to go inside and challenge the big men ng Barangay Ginebra. We know that Bowles can knock down those 18-footers, but you want him to get his points as well inside, put a little bit of pressure to some big men.
Kagiwa catch and shoot off the glass. Barangay Ginebra doing enough to hold off the Star Hotshots.
Ang ganda ng ikot ng bola nitong Barangay Ginebra. They're getting a lot of looks, open looks at that.
James with a step back three. And the Star Hotshots just hanging on to the coattails of Barangay Ginebra.
Cause of concern for Barangay Ginebra that the Star Hotshots are knocking down their threes. If you remember their first meeting, itong si Ronald Pascual, di ba, daming napasok na 3-point shot. So, you know, if they're able to get their bearings in terms of the 3-point shot, it will be difficult to stop the Star Hotshots.
Kagiwa gets two of those right back. A minute and a half natitira dito sa ating first quarter. Yap ulit bitangan ng bola. This time, Jeffers goes beyond the 3-point line. They go to Bulls. Dahil nga pumapasok yung tres ng Star, ayan na, lumuluwag na yung loob.
Lumuluwag na yung loob, tapos pwede nang pasahan ng mas maganda itong si Denzel Bowles. You don't have to just give it to him on the post and him to face up and take that jumper. Dahil kapag ginawa ni Denzel Bowles yun, mas konti na yung chance mo makakuha ng offensive rebound.
Nung manalo etong Star, netong nakarang Miyerkules, inumpisahan yun ni Yap at Simon in the first quarter, but it was the bench mob that really carried the fight. Guys like Maliksi, guys like Melton, ngayon pumapasok na itong sina Alain. Tignan natin kung maulit nila yung ginawa nila noong nakaraan.
Joe Devans, he's a good choice to defend itong si Denzel Bowles. Tagal rin nila kasama di ba?
As Dave Marcelo checks in para dito kay Slaughter.
Nakita mo, pinalitan agad. Dave Marcelo naman ang didepensa dito kay Denzel Bowles.
Giving Denzel a different look here. Bowles trying to use his footwork. Nawala sa kanya bola. Ellis to Tenorio. Nauuna na si Jeffers. Babalik kay JDV. LA puts his head down. Nakita si Dave. Merong foul doon sa attempt. Ito ni Marcelo.
You know, they are finding the gaps in that zone defense of the Star Hotshots. And since LA is speeding things up, kumbaga kumukontra-tempo siya eh. Pag nakikita niya nagre-relax ng bahagya yung depensa ng Star, ina-attack niya yung gap. When the defense reacts a little bit late, nahahanap niya yung teammates na. So yung, di ba sinasabi natin yung sharing of the basketball? Because of that sharing of the ball, guys now want to actually dive to the basket and make themselves available because they have a chance of getting that ball.
Marcelo misses both. Di nga lang niya mapanganan as he hustled to recover that ball. The Fast and the Furious on that Barangay Ginebra bench. Naabangan ng mga libo-libo sa loob ng Big Dome kung magkakasabay sila in this game. Melton mula sa kanto, dun sa kaliwa, inahabol ni Tenorio. Pingris sliding pero Devans denying him. Bowles on the move. Back to Melton. Court to shoot para dito sa mga nakaputi. Long two on the way. Melton could not bail them out. Marcelo para sa board. LA once again. This time goes to the teardrop. Ayun na naman yung gap sa depensa.
Oh, he's attacking that zone and it's just great so far para kay LA Tenorio. This entire first quarter, he's been making 100% good decisions.
This is the largest lead of the game now. 7 puntos para sa Ginebra. Pingris attacking Devans. Goes to the hook. Ping gets the bounce. Last shot time para dito sa mga nakapula. 16 na segundo na lang natitira sa ating unang yugto. And Tenorio is well aware of how much they have. 7 seconds remaining. They go to Jeffers. Is Otheus aware? LA asking for the big 3 to shoot. LA's got to go. Marcelo puts one up. Would have counted if it dropped. But Barangay Ginebra will still be taking a 5-point lead into the second quarter play. 29-24 ang nasa ating talaan. James Yap off to another hot start here. He's already got 8 points in this game. Mark Kagiwa, hindi rin naman magpapahuli. Manila's finest. Nagpapasiklaban. As Kagiwa and Yap are doing it once again.